Well, all right, y'all, it's just about that time. It's digital host A.J. Wuest welcoming you back to Before the Four. Of course, the live stream where I go through some of 48's top news stories and then some before our 4 o'clock newscast. I say it every day, wherever you're watching Before the Four this Wednesday afternoon, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, or the 48 Now live stream. As always, thank you so much for watching and spending just a bit of your Wednesday afternoon here. We have quite a bit to jump into this afternoon, so I say, without further ado, let's go ahead and start things off. And let's begin in Decatur, where earlier today we learned that 2 men were arrested on human trafficking charges following a sexual predator operation that took place last year. Authorities say on April 26, 2024, the Criminal Investigations Division, alongside numerous agencies, conducted an operation focused on child sex trafficking. Officials say the purpose of the operation was to identify, investigate, and arrest predators for seeking children for sexual acts. Now, yesterday, 38-year-old Datron Tolliver and 50-year-old Corey Wynn, that's who you're seeing on screen, were arrested on a grand jury warrant. Tolliver and Wynn were each charged with electronic solicitation of a child and traveling to meet a child for an unlawful sex act. They're being held in the Morgan County Jail without bond. And also in Lauderdale County, a man who was set to go on trial for numerous charges, including attempted murder, pled guilty to several charges earlier today. Kenneth Herron pled guilty to felony fleeing or attempting to elude, as well as shooting into an occupied vehicle as part of the plea agreement. He was initially charged with attempted murder, 2 counts of attempting to elude and shooting, and 1 count of leaving the scene of an accident with injuries last year. Herron has been sentenced to 25 years in the Alabama Department of Corrections. But now, let's take a look at what to expect with the weather for the next couple days. A beautiful day today, definitely nowhere near as humid as it usually is this time of year. But let's turn over to 48 First Alert Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis for what we need to know for the rest of the week. Brad?
Good Wednesday afternoon, everyone. Tomorrow, we get back to chances for rain, more humidity on the way, too. And with that, a few thunderstorms right now looking good. A little hazy across the area. Temperatures close to 90. The heat index is going to be in the low to mid 90s over the coming days and probably mid 90s over the weekend. We get a lot more humidity then. Just before 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, a few more clouds, a little haze. Winds shift back to the south, and you're going to notice that humidity coming back. Notice it's just isolated thunderstorms here. We may see a few more late in the evening, especially out in the shoals. We are not expecting severe weather. We could see a few strong storms out there. That's just the way it goes this time of year. It's hot, it's humid, thunderstorms fire up, and then things slowly back off. We'll do it again on Friday. This is just before 1 o'clock. Isolated thunderstorms, strong, a lot of lightning, watch out for that. And then kind of clustering along the Mississippi state line around 5 o'clock. We'll have to watch that area as it moves potentially into the metro around 9 o'clock Friday evening. Again, a lot of lightning, very heavy rain. Current temperatures just shy of 90 in many areas. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Grilling forecast this evening looks good, just a little bit hotter than yesterday evening with a little more humidity, so that means a few more mosquitoes to join you for your dinner. Here's a look at your 3-day forecast. 88 tomorrow, 85 Friday, 86 Saturday, so Father's Day weekend, periods of showers and storms.
And also, don't forget, Weather Extra will be tonight at 9:30. First Alert Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis, he'll be back here in the CTV Center, and he'll have all the latest that he's seeing on the radar. But now turning over to a story in case you missed it out of Woodville. Yesterday, Blake Guerin was arrested on reckless endangerment and harassment charges after allegedly barricading himself inside a home with children. Now, authorities say inside the home, he was holding the children hostage and threatening suicide. 48 Savannah Sapp has details on yesterday's standoff. Let's take a listen.
Domestic violence call turned into an hours-long hostage situation after deputies say Blake Guerin of Woodville barricaded himself inside his home, threatening to harm himself while children were inside. Deputies were called to Church Street in Woodville at around 9 a.m. There, they found Blake Guerin locked in his home and refusing to come out or let the children inside go.
Had the children not been there, this would have been a lot easier situation to handle. Unfortunately, with the kids there, if you have to make entry, then you've got to make sure that they're safe also.
Harnan says deputies attempted to negotiate with Guerin over the phone and through the windows of the home. Madison County SWAT was called in to assist and attempted to reason with Guerin for hours. At one point, Harnan says Guerin held up one of the children like a human shield. When Guerin broke contact with law enforcement, the SWAT team made their move.
We had an opportunity to remove the kids safely, so we were able to make entry. The SWAT team made entry through a front glass window and removed the kids, and then he was taken into custody.
The children were safely removed and reunited with their mother. Deputies later found 2 firearms inside the home after a thorough search.
Nothing shocks me of any area these days. We have domestic incidents all throughout the county on a daily basis. Usually they don't escalate to this manner, but sometimes they do.
Well, Guerin has been booked into the Jackson County Jail on 2 charges of assault, and Sheriff Rocky Harnan tells me he will likely face more. Reporting in Woodville, I'm Savannah Sapp, 48 News, on your side.
Well, there's now new regulations on vape and tobacco products here in the state of Alabama. But what about Tennessee? Well, yesterday, 48's Callie Neese went up to Ardmore to speak with a vape store owner as well as a customer to see how they're handling the new Alabama vape laws. Callie Neese with the story.
A new Alabama law is taking products like this off of store shelves. Alabama's new law restricts gas stations and convenience stores to only sell 34 tobacco and vape products that are currently FDA approved. It also bans selling vapes and vending machines and gives harsher penalties for those selling products to underage customers. State lawmakers say their primary goal of this law was to safeguard the welfare and the health of children in Alabama. But in border towns, things are a little different.
Well, it'll boom our business.
Carrie Peterson is the manager at this vape shop on the Tennessee side of the road, and she says that this new law doesn't apply to her shop.
Alabama's right across the street. It is really weird because a lot of people come here and think we are Alabama.
But products you can buy here in Tennessee, you cannot buy right across the street because, well, that's Alabama. Tyler Tarver is a customer at this vape shop. He told me that he makes that half-hour drive from Huntsville a few times a week.
I'm about to be starting to get my vape pens. I've been coming out here for the Kratom mainly, but it's going to be the same thing when they did with the Kratom. Everybody's just going to come out here.
Peterson told me she understands why lawmakers wrote this new law, but thinks there may have been a better solution.
I mean, I guess we understand to a degree, you don't want kids buying in, but, teach your kids not to buy stuff in a store that they're not supposed to.
Lawmakers say this new law shows that we in Alabama care about the health of our children from the classroom to the community. Reporting in Ardmore, Callie Neese, 48 News, on your side.
Well, now coming up after the break, we'll talk about a proposed new water project potentially coming to the town of Pisgah. There's a meeting on the decision tomorrow night. We'll talk about it. And also a very unique event in the Monrovia community is coming back for its 3rd year. It's all for a good cause. We'll go through it all in 1 minute. All right, well, hello and welcome back to Before the Four. Now, the Tennessee Valley Authority wants your feedback on a proposed energy project in Jackson County. Officials are thinking about building a new hydropower facility. A meeting is being held tomorrow from 6 to 8 p.m. at Pisgah High School to give people the chance to share their thoughts. And 48 Sarah Grace Kennedy, she recently spoke with Scotty Barentine with the TVA. He says that pump storage hydro works by pumping water and then releasing it back through turbines when more power is needed. So basically, it works like a giant battery. The facility would give the TVA another option to provide power in the event of extreme weather. Barentine also believes there would be other benefits associating with the construction of the new hydro facility. Let's take a listen.
Raccoon Mountain attracts a lot of visitors each year for its hiking, biking. It's a real economic driver for the area there as well. So we really think, and that's not even counting the construction job. So we're looking at potentially 1,000 during peak of construction, and also 60 permanent jobs if we were to build a facility like this.
And again, that meeting will be happening at Pisgah High School tomorrow night starting at 6. But now it's coming back bigger and better than ever. The annual hot dog eating contest, one of the more interesting events in the Huntsville area, is coming to Monrovia Elementary School on June 21st, beginning at 10 a.m. And of course, the event where you can eat as many hot dogs as your heart desires, all while supporting a great cause. Proceeds for the hot dog eating contest go directly towards benefiting Next Step Farms. I recently spoke with Next Step Farms owner Robin Kramer, along with Tasty's restaurant owner Steve Middlebrooks for 48 Now, all about this year's eating contest, as well as how the money raised benefits the nonprofit. Let's take a listen. So awesome to see that this event only continues growing each year.
Yes, it does. It does. It's nice to see the community embracing a forgotten need in our community. It's very nice. And something simple and fun as a hot dog eating contest.
Exactly. It's just all around just an awesome event, a community event, brings everyone together and all for a good cause as well.
Yes.
And for anyone who's watching right now who might not know what Next Step Farms is, can you kind of talk about it and what you do for the community?
Absolutely. Next Step Farms is an adult special needs day program, and we are teaching individuals with cognitive disabilities 18 and up to live as independently as possible using a small family farm as a theme. So everything you would do on a 15-acre small family farm, our clients are learning to do. Planning a menu, planning a budget, doing the grocery shopping, growing their own garden. We have 30 raised beds that are, they're beautiful, just beautiful. We have animals with chickens and goats and a cow and a pig and a goose and a duck, and they're learning, and 2 dogs. We're learning to care for those animals and grow a garden, and we have an orchard. Our blackberries are looking fabulous this year, Steve. Looking fabulous. And then they're learning to either prepare those in the form of a meal or preserve them. We have some of the best garlic dill pickles, and this time of year our Chow Chow Bella is a hit, and it goes perfect on a hot dog.
Yes, it does.
Have you tried it?
Oh, yes.
Of course. That's so awesome, and it's truly a unique and awesome way to support the community.
It is.
Here.
It is. It is. So our clients will be working the event that day. Okay. They're actually going to have a table set up where you can see some of the things they're learning to make. Our strawberry jam, our Chow Chow Bella, our pickles, all of the things that make Next Step Farm part of its uniqueness. Because in Madison County, we have a lot of individuals who are looking to find purpose and value, and that's what we're teaching them, purpose and values through a small family farm.
I love that so much. And talk about this hot dog eating contest. I know last year, I believe the winner ate 12 maybe?
Yes, they ate 12 hot dogs,
yes.
AJ, in 5 minutes. And
wow.
That's quite a bit of hot dogs. It's going to be the Madison County Sheriff deputies pitted against the Monrovia Volunteer Fire and Rescue to see who takes on the plaque. And it's also open to the public. Anyone can come in and get in the hot dog eating contest. It's going to be $2 to get in the event, with a lot of food and prizes and fun and stuff for everyone.
Yes, prizes and fun and stuff for everyone. I love it. Awesome chat with Robin and Steve. And you can watch that full 48 Now interview with more details on the event coming up right now on our website. Just go to WAFF.com. You can also watch it on our YouTube channel under the 48 Now section. But yes, come out to Monrovia Elementary June 21st and see this truly awesome and unique event for yourself. You're just not going to want to miss it. And speaking of things you're just not going to want to miss, let's head into the stories you're just not going to want to miss coming up in our evening newscast. Sitting down with newly appointed Decatur Police Chief Tori Mack along with the new Deputy Police Chief, a brand new position in Decatur. 48's Callie Neese will have that coming up. The latest now in day 2 in the trial of the Heart-Soul chiropractor accused of poisoning his wife. 48's Faith Delp was in court today, and we'll have all the latest details coming up. And finally, what potential FEMA cuts could mean for the Tennessee Valley and our state in general. 48's Noah Cal will have that, and these are just a few of the stories you're just not going to want to miss coming up in our evening newscast. And it is 3:56. We have time for a short Facebook fun here. And our 48 Facebook question of the day: what is something you've wasted too much time on? That is what I want to know, and let's see what you all had to say. Allie said video games or video game, something you've wasted too much time on. It's fun every now and then, but you definitely don't want to find yourself doing it too much, playing too many video games. Working to live, yes, you live to work. You don't work to live. Awesome comment there. Kevin, Amy said shrinking myself to make others feel comfortable. Amy, never do that. You are awesome. Thank you for commenting. Jeremy said worrying. Yes, I think we've all wasted too much time worrying. That is for sure. Bernard said he's wasted too much time on the internet. I can definitely understand where you're coming from there. You need a break every now and then. And then Carol said upset and worried what others think. Yes, do you, and honestly, that's all that matters. As long as you are happy and everything is going right in your world, do not worry what others think. Do your thing, man. You got this. Well, thank you all for commenting on today's 48 Facebook question of the day. I think I did see a comment here on Facebook. Tanya said, will you go to jail if you have a vape and of age in Alabama? And Tanya, no, this is a new law that is coming at minors or getting minors their hands on vapes. They are trying to prevent that. So you are good if you have a vape and you are of age. Well, that is all the time I have for today's Before the Four, but thank you all for sticking around and spending just a little bit of your Wednesday afternoon here. I hope you all enjoyed tonight's evening newscast, and as always, thank you so much for watching. You all have a great night.